क्या हो रहा है? What's going on? What's new? What's happening?
You have a really bad timing. I was going to buy an iPhone in the sale.
Didn't you buy an iPhone last year?
It doesn't matter, I just want a new one.
Why are you always overhyped? What happened?
Sir, it was sale. It was in sale. It was affordable for me to buy.
Affordable? Oh, that's exactly how they trick people like you. Perfect. So here's the thing, right? Companies, marketing teams, branding teams, product teams spend billions of dollars a year just to influence us to buy stuff. We all know this, right? But what about the other side? What are the sellers actually doing? What do the buyers really think? Luxury is actually a bigger play than you really think. And this is a luxurious purchase. So let's start with brand psychological tricks.
Okay.
So a brand ऐसे नहीं बन जाता. People create an aspirational brand, so you want to buy the product. Wait 1 minute. Why would you want to buy a product?
Good features, technically sound होना चाहिए. I'll compare it with other phones as well, and it should stand out the best.
Nice. Did you know that sometimes the best product doesn't win? The product that everyone wants but can't have and a few get access to actually wins. This is where branding comes. Think about Apple, right? Every step of the way when you think of the iPhone, here's what happens. You open Instagram, you see celebrities donning this beautiful iPhone. Important people take a photograph and they say shot on
iPhone.
Then uske baad you go to the Apple store. I know they're not a lot in India, but the ones that are look freaking beautiful and cool. And look how nice that place looks. You enter, it smells great. There's so much of space. There's an Apple genius helping you out on what kind of phone to take. There are nice accessories. Then once you buy it, you come home. There's an unboxing experience. Bhai phone hai.
Sir, you said the experience is great, right? And it's a great brand.
Yeah.
So I'm paying for it, no? So what's the problem?
Correct. It's not their fault that they've built an amazing product, great branding, great experience. That's a good thing.
The problem क्या है?
Problem ये है कि people who can't afford it buy it. Buy it only if you can really afford it.
I can afford it. It was on sale.
I know your salary. You can't. Cool. One question. When did you buy this iPhone?
2 years back.
Okay. And this iPhone was worth how much?
80,000, I think.
And your salary back then. So this is worth how many times your salary back then?
4 months.
Okay, hold on. तो तुम्हारी 4 महीने की salary is equal to one iPhone.
Because it was good features.
See, this is good. You'll stay here longer. But it's not good for your personal finance. So tell me, how did you go and buy it?
So फिर I went to the store and I got the box and I unboxed it. And the iPhone was on my hand. And then I peeled off that screen thing and my iPhone was here.
And this is exactly why Apple is worth $1 trillion. It spent so much on its branding to understand exactly what aspiration means कि you will pick an Apple phone over another phone which has better features.
That's what a company does, no? They'll tell the user about the features.
Hold on. If you look at this table over here, you'll see that this other phone is larger in inches, better storage, better video. The camera is better and the price is cheaper, but someone won't go for the better features. They'll just buy a lower model of iPhone because
iPhone.
The brand, the quality feels good. It feels like you've made it. I won't blame you, but you should know that this is happening.
Okay, sir, I get that. I understand it's really expensive. It was for 1 lakh rupees, but on this sale, I was just getting it for 70,000 only. Matlab, I would have.
Perfect. This is called a phased out discount. Congratulations. Look,
fancy term.
Hear this story. Very simple. There'll be an online e-commerce seller who will say, we have this big day where we'll do all these discounts and you should get ready. You'll get prepped and you'll start saving. You'll say, okay, I'm going to get ready to buy stuff. And one day you start getting ads. This ad says that now your iPhone worth 1 lakh is now at 70,000 rupees, which is something that you saw. And you feel that the anchor is 1 lakh ka 70 ho gaya. Yes, let me buy it. And I can. Bahut sasta hai ye. Yes. Correct? So this is called the anchor effect, where you compare it to 1 lakh versus 70K. I'm saying compare it to your salary. You know what I'm saying? See what I did there?
Which is okay, no?
No. It's problem. Can't afford it. If you can afford it, it's totally fine. In this case, it's not possible. Anyway, they'll keep moving from 70K to 72K, 72K to 75K, 75K to 77K. And it'll make you feel, let me just buy it And this is a psychological trick against you. You have to look here and not look there and think, can I just afford 75K or not? If you can, then you go ahead and do it. We did a bunch of videos explaining how much debt is good debt, and that tells you what percentage of your salary could be an EMI. Check that one out.
Oh, उस वीडियो के हिसाब से with the car EMI, the home loan EMI, Jordan EMI, I don't think I can afford it.
Exactly. That's the calculation you have to do, not this calculation.
Okay, sir. One more point. I can't afford it maybe in full cash, but I can go for no cost EMIs. No, that will save my money.
Actually, no cost EMI, you're right, is no cost EMI, but it's not exactly no cost. There is some cost involved. I can actually find it
cost
on the website. Okay, so over here, basically, so you're paying some interest on your EMIs. Obviously, that's why you have that every month installment. There is an 18% charge on the interest. So that is something you have to bear. There is also a processing fee that you have to pay. And actually, if you look at this table, you'll see over here that the price of the iPhone was 1.5 lakhs. The total cost in a no-cost situation, where you think it's actually 150 divided by number of months, the total cost is actually 1.55. So of course, it is low, but it's not no. It's 1.55. There is some amount of payment that you do. So,
is it for real?
Yeah, it's real. Actually, I still think no-cost EMI is a great invention of capitalism. But there is one problem. The scary thing is how many people are using credit to buy stuff.
Everyone.
Yeah, actually, the number is, here it is. 70% of people in India buy an iPhone on EMIs. Now, I want you to guess. Forget about yourself, forget about Abhishek. Do you think the general public, 70% of these guys who've taken an EMI iPhone, can they really probably afford it? Most likely they can't. So, all these EMIs are actually done by people in your age group, 25 to 34. Their average salary is 33,000. I'm talking about metros. I'm talking about Pune, Mumbai, Delhi. I'm not even talking about tier 2 cities. I know you're above 33, but generally people can't.
Sir, if I'm putting in so much money buying that iPhone, it is also an investment for me.
An investment
yes.
for you? How?
Now, understand this. I'm going to buy an iPhone next year. The cost is,
after this one, you're going to buy another one.
Assume a situation. And the cost is 1,30,000.
Okay.
Right? I went to the store. I gave this phone to him.
Got it.
And sold this for 30,000. That's a discount. No, now 1 lakh ka iPhone and plus more discounts if at that moment. And I'll get it for 60,000-70,000. It's an investment.
Oh my God.
Hai na?
No, God, please, no. It's completely wrong. So this is actually called this, you're on this pleasure treadmill, okay? So here it is. When you buy something new, you feel really excited about it. And then normal life kicks in, you feel normal about it. Then a new phone comes out and suddenly you don't like it so much. So you need a new high. And for that new high, you just go ahead and buy the new one. And then once you have, you get used to it, and then there's a new phone that comes off and you're not happy again, and the cycle repeats. In fact, a smaller, shorter version of this cycle happens when you're watching reels. You watch it, it's really funny, and then it gets boring, then you move on to the next one, and you get a new dopamine hit, and a new one, and a new one. And with every dopamine hit, you want just a new dopamine hit. And this unlimited treadmill doesn't end with just this phone. You'll want a charger, you want the AirPods, you'll want a bunch of other things because
it'll stay connected.
It'll stay connected, and you'll always be happy, and you'll keep spending, right? And that's not what you want. So, very simply, the best things are available in the world. Great. You have to find out whether it's an actual need or a want. Now, if this phone is improving and adding more income to you, then it's a need. Then you should get it. But we got you the MacBook, which is office property, and that's what you need it, and you have it. Now, if you don't own a phone and you're buying your first phone and you really need it, maybe it's okay. But not in this case, dude. This is a never-ending treadmill. I'm trying to save you money.
Okay, sir. With this idea, this treadmill wala idea, I'll never buy expensive stuff. So, what am I working for?
You're working for to actually buy the luxury experience one day.
Correct.
Let me explain. Correct. What you have to do is you have to make sure your basics are taken care of. Luxury is different from expensive. Luxury means something that feels nice, is expensive, but you don't need. Expensive is, it just costs a lot of money, you may or may not need. That's the difference. The real tool of money is to act like a safety net. The first safety net is yourself. Road pe nahi aana hai. The second safety net is your family. They should be safe. The third safety net is push comes to shove, you have to switch a job, you lose your job, something happens, you're comfortable for a bunch of months. And this is outside of your emergency fund. You don't want to touch it. The fourth safety net is your skill is so good, you are never worried about earning. This is the real tool of money. Once you feel safe with these safety nets, you will never feel scared. And once you're never scared, your performance in your work is going to be amazing. Is that worth a phone or a car? Or no, it's not. Your freedom is the most important thing that you can buy. But you let it go because of these small things, which is why we made this episode. So tell me, can you really afford an iPhone now?
ठीक है, तो the definition of affordability has changed. I'll tell you how. Once I followed the basic checklist, right? Emergency fund, insurances, family, etc., etc. Now the amount that I have after considering everything, I'll probably see within that amount if I'll be able to buy that product or not. Is the definition of affordability.
Yeah, makes sense.
है ना?
Very nice. I'm so happy. So proud of you. Yes. Finally, he understood. If you like this episode, this time I'm going to say like and subscribe, say something nice in the comments, and see you in the next episode.
See you. Tap. Just because आप हंसे क्यों सर फ्लो में आ गया था? Tap me.
You know that's wrong, right? iPhone. It's beautiful. You see?
ऐसा कौन सोच?
उस वीडियो के अच्छा मैं कुछ बोलूं?